called this bitch a nigger, not even to her, to a friend, and they could charge me the fucking hate crime for that. Bullshit.
Canada, a nation widely regarded as being accepting and tolerant, is grappling with the growing threat from right-wing extremism.
In Quebec, there are police officials who've said that it is their number one concern, the growth of right-wing extremism and supremacist extremism.
An estimated 100 right-wing extremist groups are active in Canada. Most operate in Ontario, Quebec, Alberta and British Columbia. In 2015, the Canadian Security Intelligence Service identified white supremacists as a bigger threat than Islamic extremists.
There are a lot more people always, speaking about Islamic radicalization, and so that sort of discourse has tended to really take up the airwaves, take up the newspaper pages.
The issue gained attention earlier this year after a French-Canadian university student gunned down 6 Muslims praying in a Quebec City mosque. The suspect has been linked to anti-immigrant views and hateful ideologies, and was inspired by far-right French politician Marine Le Pen.
Mais parce que ce sont les fondamentalistes islamistes qui posent un problème en France. Aucune autre religion ne pose.
While it was one of the deadliest extremist attacks in Canada, it wasn't the only one. In 2014, Justin Bjork killed 3 police officers in a shooting rampage in New Brunswick.
I know we probably think that's really sick, but it's sad. Might have had wife and kids, but every soldier has a wife and kids, right? And it's all about whose side you chose. And they chose the wrong one.
He previously posted anti-government messages on social media. In 2015, a police officer in Edmonton was shot dead by Norman Radatz while serving an arrest warrant for anti-Semitism. In 2016, this racist graffiti was sprayed on a school in Calgary. And then there are hateful forums like this.
Very little resources are actually being put into studying this phenomenon, which we do know as well has sort of been emboldened by Donald Trump's election in the United States. Immediately after, here in Canada, there were more sort of incidents involving, flyers being distributed, suggesting, white power. There were reports of different kinds of attacks and incidents. So unfortunately, it seems that people have been emboldened to express racist views.
Hate crimes against Muslims more than doubled in Canada between 2012 and 2014. So why aren't more people talking about right-wing extremism?